Hi y'all, welcome back to Gabian, living in this car, living in my van now, and I got Diane with me. Diane, you can see, let's see, she's over here. Say hi, Diane. Diane, she says hi. We're all dressed up in our winter coats and stuff because it's getting a little chilly out here. We got the heater on, but you know, it always helps to have a little extra layer. Well, I was noodling on my little guitar here, and I was thinking I was telling you guys a story about when I was about John Lennon and everything, and how I got listening to the Beatles and all that, and it got me excited about playing my guitar. Well, come to think of it, I was looking through my photos and I saw that that I went to a Paul McCartney concert in October here in Oklahoma when he was doing his thing. And I found some little footage of me at the concert, and let me tell you a little story about that. Well, I've been listening to the Beatles all summer long. I was listening to the Beatles, and boy, do they play some good music. Never really listened to Beatles too much. I mean, I know a little bit about their songs and stuff, but didn't know too much about them until I got my guitar and I got excited about listening to the Beatles. Well, I heard that Paul McCartney was going to be in my area, Oklahoma. So I bought a ticket, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go see this Paul play. I'm gonna see what he's like in real life. So I got my tickets and went up there, and it was a rowdy crowd. Everybody was all packed in and everything. Well, somebody knocked my glasses off and they stepped on them, and I was having a hard time to begin with. So in the video that you're gonna see, because I'm gonna post that video, I don't have my glasses on, but I'm having such a good old time. Let me go ahead and show you. I'm gonna put that video in here right here now. Yep, that was me at the Paul McCartney concert. Man, I had a good old time. Man, could that boy play. He could play that guitar like nothing. He plays the bass guitar, but I'm playing the actual acoustic, mostly rhythm guitar now. I'm gonna practice some licks and get some of that in too. But for now, I'm doing some chords, and I've been practicing my my melodians and my pentatonics, and you know, all them scales and stuff that you got to learn on your guitar so you can learn how to pick and know what to pick and when to pick it. So I've been practicing that, and it's been a journey, I tell you what. But yeah, that was me and Paul, and I do love the Beatles, and I've been listening to a bunch of them, and I've been listening to a bunch of other things and trying to figure out, you know, playing little songs here and there, and seeing, you know, trying to get good at playing the rhythm guitar first, and then I'm going to practice some picking. And all doing that while living in my van. But boy, we're having a good time. I got the yard kitty. Yard kitty's somewhere out hunting or something. It's too cold for me to be out there. I don't know what she's doing out there, but yeah, she's out there hunting or something. And hopefully she finds something warm to eat. And so yeah, I just wanted to talk about my music for a little bit and tell you where I'm at and what I'm doing with that before we start the comic reviews. But without further ado, let's do some comic reviews, all right? Dave is gonna review some comic books. He's gonna tell you what he thinks. He's gonna give it a 5-star rating, a 1 out of 5 of them stars. Well, this little comic review, finally, I got some superheroes. Not only do I have 2 comics with superheroes in them, but I got a total of 4 superheroes. Okay, so that's something to look forward to today. Let's go out with the first one. This one here is called, it's a Marvel 2-in-1. So this is like two heroes in one. You got the Thing, which he's this big rock guy here, and you got the Iron Man, which is right down here. He's that yellow and red man right there. And this one is called Yesterdays. And they're fighting you can see they're fighting a dinosaur there, a couple dinosaurs, I think. Yeah, I got a pterodactyl over here and T-Rex. So this one here is 97, number 97 in March. 1981 is the year. And Stan Lee, you know, he presents it, of course, because it's his comic company, Marvel. And we got Dave Michelin does the scripts, Ron Wilson does the penciling, Don DiAgostino inks it, Rick Parker letters it, while Glennis Ween, he colors it. Tom DeFalco, he's the big boss, and Jim Shooter, he's the bigger boss, is what it is down there. I think that's kind of funny. Well, in this comic book, the Thing here, a guy with the big rock hands, he gets this little contract to be in this movie. And so he gets a contract for being in the movie, and they're going to give $10,000 to this children's hospital. So he goes up, and he thinks he's a big star and all that, and he's all dressing up fun. And I'll show you some of that artwork. I'm going to try to clip some in on the side here whenever I'm going to see if that'll work with my editing skills, trying to get a little bit better, but I'll also show you little pictures here and there. So anyway, this producer, he gets this big machine, a hologram machine from this German scientist guy. He only buys it for $5,000 and the rights to all the films. He gets a percentage of the films that product's used in. So I think that's pretty neat. Pretty cheap, you know, it's back in 1981. And they got a bunch of fun little, let me show you some of the artwork here, and I'll show you some here on the side in a little bit. But yeah, so what happens is this hologram meter, he can go look back in history, any point in time in history, and it'll shoot, it'll see it, and then you zoom in, and then if you hold focus on this one animal creature, it kind of makes it a hologram. Well, that hologram, when it overheats, it makes that hologram, it takes it from the past, takes whatever you're focusing on and brings it into the future. Well, this producer guy, I guess in a different comic book, because this is 97, in a different comic book, he got jaded by the Thing, and so he's trying to get revenge back, and he wants to use the holograms and make the Thing fight the holograms, but when he can't fight the holograms, so he falls through the holograms, and he gets that all on film, and he's gonna make it a little he's gonna make a little joke out of it. Yeah, this producer guy says he was back in number 78, so this is 97, that was 78, so you're gonna have to find that comic and read that one just to get a better idea what this guy's all about. But he plays sort of like the villain in it. And then when Iron Man comes in, well, you know, Iron Man, he's Tony Stark. I hope I don't spoil that for anybody. Well, Tony Stark is helping produce the film, so he's checking on that film, and he sees all these things going wrong, and the Thing, he's having some trouble. So of course, you know, they bring some dinosaurs to real life on accident when that machine overheats. So Iron Man and Thing have to try to figure out how to defeat these dinosaurs. And I'm not going to tell you the ending. I don't want to spoil it for you, but this one's a good book here. It's called Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Iron Man. So you get two superheroes. Now this is my superhero debut on this YouTube channel, so this is something special. So this is a special comic. I think I'm gonna give this one 5 stars. It's a really good book. It's got a lot of movie. You know, they talk about E.T. and all the things from 1981 they mention in here, and I think that's pretty cool. And some of the advertisements are really cool. I'll do you a link of an advertisements over here. See if I can do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool little book, and it's really entertaining, and I recommend getting that number 78, I think I said is what it was, just so you know a little bit of the history of this one. But but you don't have to. You can read it and you can get the idea of what's going on. And so yeah, that's definitely 5 stars for that one. And I'm gonna bag it. We're gonna bag that one because, you know, like I said, there might be another comic in the future that does the same thing. It's like, hey, remember this character from 97, number 97? Well, you're gonna want to have 97 so you can read it. So definitely gonna bag this one up because we're probably gonna have to read it later somehow. And it's a good one, so you know, five stars. You're gonna want to bag that one up. All right, now this next one's kind of special because you know, it's football season and Super Bowl's coming up, and you know, everyone's having a good old time with the Super Bowl. Well, and here's another number one. This is my second number one on this channel, and it has something to do with it. This one's called Super Pro. It's brought to you by NFL Super Pro, and you see that Super Pro right here. Well, look who it is. Look who it is. We got Spider-Man over there. So Spider-Man's gonna guest star in this one, and it's a number one. 1991 is when this one's made, and it's a good one. It says here, excuse me, it says here it's a collector's item up here, and it's the first issue. Whenever you see it says collector's item right here, whenever you see collector's item on the front page, you know it's going to be a collector's item. You're going to want to hold on to it. So, and it is a number one, so they're not lying about that. Now this one is about so this superhero is a brand new superhero, and he decides, he used to play football and he got in an injury and he couldn't play football no more. So what he did was they made him a reporter, and so he went to this collector's house as a reporter. He collected all this memorabilia and stuff, and well, it turns out that some thugs, you know, robbed the place while he was there, and there was a special mix of chemicals that they knocked over, and they made him super strong. And so he decided, well, I'm gonna be a superhero. I'm gonna fight these bad guys, but I'm gonna be a football player as a superhero. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat that he can, you know, he doesn't play football, but he's dressing up as a football player just to fight crime, and that's pretty cool. And he named himself Super Pro, and that's kind of cool. And in this one, Spider-Man's in LA, and this Super Pro character, he's trying to help his friend. His friend's in a lot of trouble. Here's some artwork. And I'm going to show some more artwork up here. I'm going to see how that works out for this video. But yeah, his friend's on trial for doing nefarious things and like drugs and all that sort of things. And he's like, my friend never did no drugs, and this guy, he's gonna get him out of this mess he's in. This guy's like a rich man. Well, the rich man, I hate to say it, but he gets killed in like the first 2 pages. So that rich man can't help him anymore, and so he's got to figure out something else to do. So he's got to hunt down these bad guys that killed the Mr. Rich Man, and they go on trial and all that. And well, I don't want to spoil it, but here's when he turns into his superhero self right there. And I'll show you some more clips over there in the side in a little bit. So yeah, he's got to help his friend out, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but you're gonna want to have to read it. You're gonna want to have to get this one. I'm gonna have to give this one 5 stars. It is a collector's item, and it's the first issue, so you want to hold on to it because you never know how many times you're going to want to come back to it to see, you know, what happened in this one, you know, so you can figure out how that relates to the future ones that you're reading. So yeah, this one definitely 5 stars. Definitely gonna want to bag it. You definitely want to bag this one for sure. And you know, you're gonna want to come back here time and time again and see what it's all about. Yep, because we're gonna bag this one for sure. So you want to look for this one. You want to look for The Thing, Iron Man. These are 2 great books that you're going to want to bag up and read for later and come back to time and time again. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. It's been a pleasure reviewing comics with you. and look for more to come. I got some special prizes up my sleeve. And so yeah, just like, subscribe, and follow so you don't miss any of my videos. All right, y'all take care.